If you're hunting Sanitar, the key isn't necessarily better gear, it's knowing how to take the fight. Whether you're finishing a boss kill quest or chasing those rare sample stims, I'll show you where to find him, how he behaves, and the safest ways to take him down consistently. Let's jump in. So he can spawn in 3 potential locations, the first of which being the pier, the second of which being resort, and the third is village. When he spawns down at the pier, there isn't a whole lot of area for him to move around, so it should be easy to spot him. However, if you are playing on the PvP cluster, just remember that this is the icebreaker transit, so it will be a very, very hot zone. When you have to take him on at the resort, he could spawn in either wing, east, west, admin. I've even fought him in the back courtyards before. So just make sure if he's not at the other 2 locations, if you've checked already, just make sure you're going in and out of buildings looking for guards and flashlights. The third and final potential spawn is the village, which in my experience has been the most common. He'll spawn anywhere between the actual laydown yard of the blue fence, all the way back to the destroyed house and anywhere in between. If you get lucky, you'll get an east side spawn for him if you're trying to preserve the sample stims. This is where you can get a high vantage point like I'll show here in a little bit, to where you can get a pretty good long range shot on him without having him aggro. Alright, so you've heard me mention the sample stims a few times now. This is a quest for Peacekeeper that pretty much gatekeeps a lot of quests moving forward. Most people believe that they're bound to labs for these stims, but actually you can get these stims off of Sanitar if you kill him before he aggros. And what I mean by aggros is you can't rush him, because as soon as you do, you'll hear him start popping all of his stims. So the best bet is to do like I'm going to show here in a little bit, is to try and get that long range shot on his head before he can actually pop those stims. Also keep in mind that if you're trying to ping faraway servers for these no contested kills, latency is going to play a big factor, which brings us to the next part of the video. Before we jump any deeper into this video, I wanted to share something that a lot of you have been asking me about. Every new Tarkov wipe brings a huge wave of players, and with that comes unusually high ping, packet loss, and often long matchmaking times. If you switch to a different region to try and get a better raid, this is worth checking out. Well, GearUp is now an official partner of Escape from Tarkov, and they're offering everyone a 7-day free trial during this first week of Core Breach. I've been testing it myself recently, and the biggest improvements I see are obviously lower ping and better hit reg on these faraway servers for me. And the best part is, it's a really simple software to use. Just one button click, and watch it go. Now let's focus on Russia East, Singapore, Africa, those servers. Let the boost up do its thing, and let's see where it goes. And there you go. Russia East dropped down to 183, I can ping that now. China's now playable, Australia's now playable, Russia Central's now playable. These are all great maps if you're doing any sort of tasking or boss hunting like killa hunting. So I would encourage you to try this out. If you'd like to give this software a try, check the link in my description or the pinned comment and use my code SECOND to claim your free trial. Let me know how much your ping improves. Alright, let's get back into the video. Now since he has a head health of 70, that means you're going to want some pretty high damage ammo. But you're also not going to want to short yourself on the pin either, because his guards will be armored, although Sanitar himself does not wear headgear. Also consider when you're taking your shots that damage does taper off over range, so even with a high damage round, there's a pretty good chance he could still eat the first headshot, so make sure you're within a comparable range. He's also a very good source of really good ammo, if you get lucky. Alright, let's jump into some raids. There he is. Did he move or did I get him? Oh, it wasn't zeroed. No. Fighting them at the pier is usually the easiest option. Most of the time they're going to file straight into the building, but if you have to fight them in the courtyard out here, it can be a little challenging. As long as you take your time and go one by one, should be okay. my lord. Alright. Could stop doing that, that'd be great. There he is. Might be one left. In here, maybe? Oh my god, I was on semi still. Should be popped all the stems. Yeah, looks like he popped one. Oh, he still had some. Looks like he's in village. Ideally, I'd want to get a long-range shot on him to kill him before he pops his stems. But we'll see what we can do. I don't know if that's enough to aggro him or not. At least I was able to get him. I'm not quite sure if he was able to pop his stems or not. There should be maybe two more. But the whole point is to get him before he aggroes. And I don't know if that counted as an aggro or not. But you want to get him before he pops all of the stems he has on him, because that's where you're going to get all your sample stems from. Oh, that little inset threw me off. I'm like, where'd he go? Should be it. So let's see if we got him before he popped all of his stems. It's a sample stem, or both of those are sample stems. Okay. Yeah, not bad. That's a HF1M is a pretty uncommon, or pretty hard one to get, actually. But all of these guys, yep, sample stems. So that's, what, 4 sample stems right there?